What up? Happy New Year once again. How long do we continue to say this Happy New Year thing? I don't know what the cutoff is. I feel like people just do it until like February or some shit like that. But yeah, here I am once again. You know, I said I wasn't gonna do this daily, but I'm making the videos, right? They're there. Like I said, I'm not gonna be doing too much editing, none of that. Just putting information out there, just what I'm going through, day in the life type stuff. So it's kind of like talking head, kind of like vlog, kind of like just follow whatever the heck is on here and enjoy it or don't enjoy it. Don't click, do click, watch it, like it, subscribe, don't. I want you to, but if you don't, I ain't losing my mind either. But let's get straight to it. Here's the stuff not to do on New Year. When you're starting a new year, these are the things you shouldn't be doing. Number one, and I think this is the most important because it falls on the first day of the year, and that's getting straight to it the first day of the year. Or selling yourself short, right? Because here's what happened. We all say, yo, I got these New Year resolutions, I got these goals, and for whatever reason, yo, I can't wait to not be sick. This thing is kicking my ass. And I sound crazy. But anyway, for whatever reason, we assume, hey, we're untouchable, we're unstoppable, we could just get right to it the first day of the year. Not that you can't, but generally it's tougher. And here's why. You need adequate sleep. What ends up happening? What are you doing typically on December 31st of every year, 11:59 in the night? Are you in bed? I doubt it. Most of us are still awake. Most of us are celebrating. And if you know anything about the circadian rhythm and how our bodies work, you need to be asleep, not just in bed, but asleep by 10 p.m. and I believe it's 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. Regardless, one of those a.m.s, you need to be knocked out, right? So if you're not doing that, I know people tell me, hey, but I still got 8 hours of sleep. Yo, I want to sleep at 3 o'clock in the morning, woke up at 3 in the afternoon. I got like 12 hours of sleep, man. It still wasn't quality sleep, all right? And not for nothing, if you woke up at 3 in the afternoon, you pretty much wasted the first anyway. So what in the world are you trying to accomplish? That's why I don't put that pressure on myself. I don't say, hey, the first of the year, I'm going to be doing this and that, Nah, I typically aim for like the second or the third, right? Because you're getting into motion, right? You're first embracing the fact that, yo, it's a whole new year. You were done with that. You're getting alcohol out of your system. You're getting the tired stuff out of your system. You're pretty much back at work, right? And trying to figure things out like, oh my God, I'm back to this. On average. All you cool people that are wealthy, you're like, not me, man. I know what I do every day. I'm proud of you, bro. But not everybody's going through that. So starting on the first is actually counterproductive. A study shows that 71% of people fall off the first day, and it's because of that. They put this crazy pressure on themselves to make sure they hit the ground running on the first, and when they don't, it ends up crippling them, right? It ends up just going into the next day and the day after, well, I already started off wrong, so forget. I know I said dry January, but nah, you know what? I did dry February. Nah, listen, it's okay. Start in the second, start in the third. Number two, not being prepared, right? Like, these are things that you do not want to do. You don't want to face every day the same way you faced every day last year, right? You want that the first day that you decide, yo, I'm going for it, you have everything planned out. You don't want to start planning these things out as the year is going. You don't want to start planning these things out into the first and second week of the year. Like, if you didn't already, cool. But for the most part, you want to know where you're getting to. Because it's a lot easier if you start off your year with a set plan than it's not, right? If you don't have a plan set up, you're screwed. All you're going to do is look at little excuses as to why, oh, you know what, I can't do this, I can't do that. If you set this stuff up prior to getting to the new year, when the new year hits, you're on a wave, and it's a global wave. Why is it a global wave? I think Neil deGrasse Tyson said it. He's like, look, this is the only holiday that isn't attached to anything, you know, astrological or even, you know, physics, right? There's no rhyme or reason to it. Not like the first day of spring, first day of winter. It's smack dab in the middle of nothingness. But for whatever reason, we all abide by it, right? All throughout the world for 24 hours, everybody's 1 hour ahead of the other, right? There's a new year, there's a new year, there's a new year, there's a new year. You don't think that energy transfers throughout Earth? You don't think that transfers throughout people? So you want to ride that wave. And if you're busy planning while that wave is waving, you might miss it. Like I said, you might want to start the second or third day, but you don't want to start the 13th day. That's not a good plan, at least not in my eyes. That's not the way to start a new year, right? You need to start a new year fresh. You need to have your shit planned out. You need to know what you are attacking before it attacks you. Because, let me tell you something, this thing creeps up on you. Right now it's the 2nd, and I thought in my head I was going to have all this stuff. And I have my list. I have my plans. But stuff pops up, right? Especially when you're back at the office, you're back on the road, you're back at work, and people are coming up with stuff that they decided to take the last 2 weeks of the year off. So now they're coming at you the first freaking 2 or 3 days like, hey, man, did you do this? Oh, we didn't do that. And you're like, whoa, buddy. Where were you December 27th when I was freaking texting you saying, yo, this and that? You're like, hey, man, sorry, left the country, gonna bring the new year in with new people. Like, your new shit ain't my problem, bro. Figure your life out. So please, one of the things not to do, I know you're watching this video, either the 2nd or the 3rd, should be the 3rd because I just posted the other one, which I know you're kind of like, whatever, you said don't start on the 1st. You made that video on the 1st. I made that video at the end of the 1st, just to rehash that, right? I was like already in bed and I said, yo, you know what? Nah, let me go make a video. It wasn't like I had this mission that I had to make the video that day. I'm not a fool. I told myself I'm not starting to the 2nd or the 3rd. So you should too. And you should already have everything mapped out and planned out. And last but not least, don't get in your own way because you missed a few things, right? Don't say, yo, I missed this target, I missed that target. That's it. 3 things are down, so forget the other 7. That's not how this works. That is not how this works. That is exactly why we're in the positions that we're in. Trust me, how do I know? I've done that. I said, yo, you know what? I didn't hit the gym. It's been already 4 days into the new year. You know what? Maybe March 5th is my birthday, so that'll be my first day. Yeah, let me get that done. Nah, man, it don't work that way, right? Just because you miss a few things here or there, you still attack the other goals. And by attacking those other goals, hopefully, and more than likely, that'll add momentum to whatever it is you feel you fell off on, right? You need momentum. You need to get it going. I'm telling you, I go through this. I've been through this. I live through this. I coach people, right? I'm a counselor to many, believe me or not. Even people that don't pay, right? They pay me with love because they're my family members. They're my friends. These are people I care dearly about, and they know how much research I do. They know how much I dig into this shit for my own accord. Like, they know, man. Handsome knows I'm not just out here spewing nonsense. Right? This is knowledge upon knowledge. This is practice upon practice. Y'all, I've tried it all. I was speaking to my boy Lewis on the phone earlier, and he's telling me, like, yo, we have to link up. We got to do all this stuff. All the things that I said in video 1, it's kind of crazy. When I was in the convo, I forgot that part. But he's telling me this, and I'm like, yeah. And he even said it. He's like, yo, I'm starting tomorrow. Da-da-da-da-da. I have all this set up. And I love to hear that. I love to hear that because he didn't defeat himself. Right? He didn't put anything in the way. Or he didn't look at it like, you know, I didn't start the 1st. Because he said it was his plan. But for whatever reason, certain things didn't happen. And he's like, you know, give myself dry January. I'm starting tomorrow. I think it was, he's starting on the 3rd. Right? Which is cool. What rules are there? Like, who's going to tell you how to do it and when to do it? That's my whole point. Just because you told yourself you're going to do this and that on that day, don't forget life gets in the way, man. We're all bouncing back. You see me, I'm sick. If I sat there and got upset at myself, I've had this crazy headache. It's just following me. It doesn't stop following me. And then the baby doesn't sleep. So it's like my body just can't rest. That's why I've been sick for so long. I'm never sick this long. What am I going to do? Quit on all my other aspirations because for the 1st, I wasn't able to do it. Now the 2nd, I'm kind of struggling with this brain page and all this stuff. Brain page, yeah, man. I even got page on my brain. That's how crazy my life is right now. But I'm not defeated. I got my planner. And believe me, for today, I had 4 different things to do. I only accomplished 2 of them. But I'm not beating myself up, right? I'm not letting those misses turn into full losses. You can't do that to yourself. That is the wrong way to start the year. So you already got it. Those are the 3 things. Focus on that, man. I hope you didn't start on the 1st. And if you tried to and you didn't make it, you're still good to go, which ties into the 3rd one. So I guess these aren't really 3 tips, but they kind of are, right? Yeah. The 2nd is, I hope you have this shit mapped out and planned out. But if you didn't, get to it. Get to it now. Don't wait till next week. Don't wait till the week after that. Trust me, momentum matters. The world is shifting. The energy is out there. Milk it for all it's got. Pause. Right? Make sure you use what's going on in this universe, in this globe. We are all interconnected, and that matters. And number 3, just because you missed on something doesn't mean you miss all. Right? You can't let yourself go down the rabbit hole of like, I failed. I'm just an overall failure because I missed at the beginning. Nah, man. It's a process. You are a human being. You're not a robot. You're not AI. As a matter of fact, you should be using AI, something I'm trying to learn at the moment, and implement it into this whole game, right? Into this whole like mission that we have for the 2024. Guys, you can do it. If I'm doing it, you can do it. We can do it. Everybody can do it. It's just getting to it. Once again, ladies and ugly men, thank you for joining me. Like, comment, subscribe. Go subscribe to the Parents Uncut podcast. We killing it. We doing our thing. The growth is astronomical. I ain't adding no effects, so I don't know why I just did the whole thing, but you get me. Thank you so much once again. I know your time is valuable. I know this video is pretty long, but you love me, so what are you gonna complain about, huh? What are you gonna complain about? Let's freaking get to it, man. All day, every day, inner winter wiring. Let's go. God is good. God is grand. God is great. The Trinity. Stay favored. Heal.